So the middle class home centers have set out a very ambitious target around climate preservation and of relying on putting a price on pollution. I was really excited to be part of the climate change movement with Honorable Justin Trudeau, Chrystia Freeland, Catherine McKenna, Julie Dabrusin, Navdeep Benz, and others. And Justin Trudeau has set out a very ambitious target of creating a low carbon economy and creating pan Canadian framework to meet $2 billion Paris targets. And this has been set out by the Liberal newsroom. It's very exciting times now. After 4 years, Canada is going through federal elections. In a month from now, there will be federal elections, and there will be, there are conservatives who have put in a strong policy around climate change, and the liberals have again put in, their, path forward campaign. And, as an insider, wherein I've been part of the path forward campaign, I've seen the kind of thorough work that has been done in terms of setting up an ambitious goal of going putting a price on pollution. It is something that's not easy, but and it takes a lot of pain to kind of go into an area where everybody relies on oil, energy, gas, but an alternative lifestyle is possible if one sets out to do. I do see certain parts of Toronto now that have moved towards electric vehicles. There is a lot of e-charging networks that have been created wherein people are charging electric vehicles, and they're using and they've started, like, there are people who are using it. Getting carbon, ensuring that a low carbon economy trust is created means a lot of things. So it means relying more on public transit, relying on renewable energy, also focusing on creating, sustainable, uh, you know, putting a sustainable price on pollution essentially, and also ensuring that there are a lot of investments in clean tech. Clean tech is one of the hottest sector today. It is a sector that has been appreciated by venture capitalists, by investors, by banks, by financial institutions, and I think clean tech is an area that is going to grow. I just read a report today by Mars Innovation Group that says that financial sector is still not very explicit in terms of meeting the climate change guidelines. Banks have not played a huge role in terms of ensuring that the carbon emissions are maintained, and this is where there's a lot of leadership that's required from especially financial services sector and big banks that can do a lot. And the energy was exciting. Justin Trudeau, in his leadership style, was able to rally a lot of support, and I think he also ended up meeting Greta Thunberg, a Swedish activist, and they did talk in terms of climate change and the kind of phenomenal impact it can have if people look at it seriously. And I think Greta Thunberg actually looked at climate change because she was suffering from Asperger's syndrome, and it was because of the Asperger's syndrome that she actually thought of the issues that are there in the climate, and she rallied support from a lot of people, including Trevor Noah and various parts of various people in the media who looked at her and thought that the kind of alarm she raised was something that was serious and people needed to look at it. And uh, if there are more number of financial services companies that can look at the LPCO, the Liberal platform, and embrace it, I think it is going to be a very exciting times in Canada, where Canada can actually lead the way in the world and show the world in terms of what can climate change do for people who are interested in a path breaking reform like this.